Megan here in my Christmas pajamas. I don't know why I said pajamas. We say pajamas, at least where I live. But anyway, I am going to be doing the Christmas Carol book tag, which was created by Lauren Wade, and I was tagged by Naomi's Bookshelf. So their videos are linked below. Thank you so much, Naomi, for tagging me. At first, when she tagged me, I was like, oh no, I don't have time to do this. I already have other videos planned. I don't know how I'm gonna fit it all in, because I only do one video a week on Tuesdays. But as I watched her tag and I read the questions, I was like, oh, I really like this tag. So I changed my plans. I'm doing this tag instead because it's so much fun. Okay, so question 1 is The Ghost of Christmas Past, a book that was a childhood favorite. And for me, it was this trilogy, the Guests of War trilogy by Kit Pearson. So I think I've mentioned this on my channel before, but I read the first one, The Sky is Falling, when I was in grade 5 for school. And it's about Nora, 10-year-old Nora, and her 5-year-old brother Gavin. And they live in London, and they are sent to Canada in 1940 when the bombs start dropping in London. So they live in Canada for the rest of the war, and the two other books kind of jump ahead in years. I think this one takes place in 1943, and this one takes place in 1945 at the end of the war. So it's quite a beautiful series. It's very heartbreaking too. It does, it tackles some very difficult issues, but in a way that I thoroughly enjoyed as a child. It didn't traumatize me or anything, but it was really good. It was educational, but also just so enjoyable that I didn't even realize that it was educational. Along that theme, The Ghost of Christmas Present, a book that you are enjoying right now. So along that theme of, the Battle of Britain bombing London in the 1940s and World War II, I am reading Mr. Churchill's Secretary. Excuse me. Excuse me. So yes, I'm reading Mr. Churchill's Secretary by Susan Elia McNeil, and it is really good. I'm really enjoying this. Her name is Maggie. She's got red hair. I love it. She's studying to be a mathematician. She's brilliant. She ends up becoming a typist for Winston Churchill. It's fiction, of course, but a lot of it is true events. There's a lot of Winston Churchill speeches are in here, and I'm not even halfway yet, and I am loving it. I'm loving this so much. So it's basically it is a mystery. There's a murder involved. You know who is murdered. You were kind of guessing who it might be, but it's so good. And then there's also a few more. My sister Sarah bought these at a library sale and gave them all to me. Thank you, Sarah. Go check out her channel. She's amazing, and I'm undyingly grateful for these books. I'll show you the other ones real quick, which I'm super excited to read. So yeah, there's Mr. Churchill's Secretary. There's Princess Elizabeth's Spy. His Majesty's Hope. The Prime Minister's Secret Agent. Mrs. Roosevelt's Confidant. And the last one that I have is The Queen's Accomplice. So these books, I cannot wait. This is what I'm going to be reading over Christmas. For Cloak and Dagger Christmas, I am just so excited about them. Now, question 3. The Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, a book that you're most excited about that's coming out this year. That would be the next one in the Maggie Hope series. I'm so happy. I'm not even halfway through the first book, and I already know that they're going to be my favorites ever in my life. Well, maybe not quite, but I will love them with my whole heart. I love this question. Question number 4, Bah Humbug, a book that everyone else loves that you hate. And dun da da da, Wuthering Heights. No! Yes, I really did not like this book. Okay, here's some background. I read the first 5 chapters several times, several years ago, trying to get past into the book, and I just couldn't do it. So, about a year and a half ago, I listened to the abridged audiobook. I was like, I have to read Wuthering Heights. I call myself a reader. I have to read Wuthering Heights. Listen to the abridged. Oh my goodness, I hated it. So, me and my cousin Naomi from Naomi's Bookshelf, we buddy read it for Victober, and oh my goodness, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. I know it's not a love story. I know it's I know it's a revenge tale. It's all those things. I understand that. I understand the brilliant writing. It's a wonderful, amazing piece of literature. Each character is brilliantly crafted, so interesting, so deep, just amazing. I understand all the merits, but I did not enjoy this book. Not at all. I was like, ugh, why is everything so sad? Why is there so much child abuse? Why do we have to keep kicking dogs and hanging puppies? This is so sad. So I was very ready for the thrilling Tenant of Wildfell Hall, which is also rather depressing. There's domestic abuse and addiction and those things. So, you know, I do like reading about those dark topics, but for some reason, the way it was framed in Wuthering Heights, I did not like it. So I probably will not be reading this again, but I love hearing it when people talk about why they love Wuthering Heights. I do really enjoy watching those videos. So, no hate on you. This book just is not for me. Question number 5, Bob Cratchit, a book that is an old dependable that you can always recommend to people. That would be Rilla of Ingleside by Ella Montgomery. This is the last in the Anne of Green Gables series, and it is wonderful. I love it so much. I love it so much that I turned it into a play. Like, I helped adapt it, and I played Rilla on stage, and I produced it and everything, and it was amazing. I love this book so much. It's a World War I story. It's about her daughter. There's heartache, there's tragedy, there's humor. It's got it all. It's really, really good. If you haven't read it, read it, read it. Even if you can't get through book 4 in the Anne series, Anne of Windy Poplars, just skip over it. Keep going. You can do it. I believe in you. There's good at the end of the series. Question 6, Tiny Tim, a book that is underhyped that you recommend. These books are actually very similar to the Maggie Hope series, which I showed you earlier, which are my new favorites. These are Misfortune and Mismatch, and I believe I've talked about these before too. It is about a female PI just after World War II. The series was discontinued. There's only these 2, so if you do read them, you will get to the end of book 2 and you'll be like, no, because it ends on a cliffhanger and it is so, so good and I want more. So please get this published. Who published these again? Moody Publishers, publish, keep publishing the series even though it's been years. I believe. Question 7, today, why it's Christmas Day. So what's a book that always gets you in the mood for Christmas? And for me, that is the book of Luke in the Bible. It is the story of Jesus coming to earth in a human baby boy body, as a human baby boy, and his birth, the story of his mother, Mary, young single mom, how does she care for this baby, has it in a barn, you know, there's soldiers after Jesus who want to kill him, so it's, I mean, obviously it always gets me in the mood for Christmas because it is the story of the very first Christmas. So yeah, I recommend just start in Luke, start at the beginning if you're curious. It's in the New Testament portion of the Bible, so it's nearer the end. Question number 8, The Muppet Christmas Carol. Ooh, your favorite film adaptation of a book. Okay, so if you have watched my I love the book, I love the movie tag, you will hear me talk all about books that I love as movies as well. But I will talk about one here that I didn't really talk about on my video. I kind of made a blanket statement by saying Jane Austen, but I'll particularly point out Emma by Jane Austen. I love the 2009 version so, so much. There's a Christmas scene in it. I love it. It's like, But guys, I can hardly wait for the new version coming out. Have you seen the trailer? It looks amazing. It highlights Jane Austen's comedy because that's what Jane Austen was. She wrote comedy. And in so many of these movie adaptations, which I love, they make it more of a drama and less of a comedy. So I'm really excited to see what they do with this new Emma. Although I have to say the 2009 Emma is one of my favorite movie adaptations of any book ever. Question number 9, tag some people. I'm going to tag Kate Howe, Summer Dawn, and Elizabeth Ann Reeds. I want to see you guys do this tag if you have time. If you don't, I understand completely. So anyways, thank you for watching my video. I just got out of the shower. I'm in my pajamas. I'm all over the place, but I wanted to film this video because it's great. So, yeah, I guess that is the end of my video. I'm going to go eat supper now, have some chicken, replenish my body. So, may you all be filled with peace, hope, love, and joy. So take care of it, everyone. Bye-bye.